Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Air Force Falcons offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Here comes the offense on second down. On the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The give to the fullback. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Falcons are rolling down the field. They'll run the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Here comes the option. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Sticks it in his belly. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Goes to the option. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Fast motion from the offense. To the air, it's McPherson. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, third down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Now on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. On the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Running back goes in motion. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Trying to get to it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 20 over the Sharks. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Back to pass, it's McPherson. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Working that left side now. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. The Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Trevino. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last.
Brings it down on the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. But this Aggie quarterback keeps picking up yardage with his feet, and all the Aggies will be swaying back and forth.
And it's such a great fan base. I mean, they love their team. They cheer for them. And when the offense is fun and high-flying, and you got a guy dealing at the quarterback spot, they really go nuts.
The give to the back. Thrust that arm out. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves to change for the 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The give to the lone running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's McPherson. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. The option look. Got room at the 35. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to...
How about that play? A diving snag along the right side. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, the hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Now the toss. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Give to the fullback. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Falcons will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll call for the fair catch here. A 1st down for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On target to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Mawe.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Looking to throw, it's McPherson.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He's right on target. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Wants to throw on 3rd. Makes the catch. And he will score! Touchdown, Aggies! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in College Station. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
And the Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop of this running game. Moves the chains as they get the 1st down. The Aggies have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. They want to run this quarterback. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Dropping back, it's McPherson. They're bringing heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Fires into traffic, picked off.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled, then run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll run the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. The play action fake. quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want him. Got him at third down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
And the Falcons send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's McPherson. He looks that one in nicely. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll go to the fullback. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. And they swarm him under. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. This is a designed run. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Falcons are on the move. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you've got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Offense working from the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Now on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's McPherson. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. He'll throw on 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense
makes the grab at the 10. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He'll do it himself.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Snares it outside. It's Freeman. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. At the 45, on his way. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That's reeled in. It's Freeman. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now on 2nd down after the short completion. They want to just keep throwing it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. Afterburners coming. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Now on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. He's looking to pass. Feeling some heat. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. They'll send out the kicker here. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll go to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun to give, looking for room. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's McPherson. He'll take a shot. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Offense getting set for first down. They'll run the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Come on, defense. You can't forget about the fullback. I know you don't see him too often, but this is a guy that can make plays, and on that one, he catches it for a first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Back to the air one more time. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw it on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Falcons want to crank the tempo. He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Tackled immediately after the catch. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Going back to the well, another deep ball. What a snag by the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, Dave. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in one week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football team to try to improve on and get this thing done.
That's going to do it